Hello people, it's me again, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Postman Pat the movie, which came out in 2014. Now, what's so really bad about me? I didn't get around to seeing it at the cinema. But I am a big fan of Postman Pat, but I'm so sad I didn't see it in cinemas. No, I'm I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But anyway, the plot is basically we have Postman Pat who basically delivering his post all around Greendale, and then his son Julian actually shows him a talent show called You're the One, hosted by Simon Cowbell, and then when Pat's seen the show, he agreed to enter. Yeah, and that villain Edmund Carbuncle and his sidekick Mr. Brown and actually get quite a lot of Pat bots to take over Pat's duties while he's away, and also there's also Josh and Wilf as well, which they which Josh first won the first competition, and then Wilf actually wants Josh to win the competition, but Pat really wants to reward a trip to Italy for his wife Sarah, and that's basically it. So Pat decides to enter, so that's basically it. Now guys, this movie still holds up during my childhood. Now, the first time I watched it was on E4 back in July 7th, 2018, which is last year. But yeah, I have it on DVD and Blu-ray. Now, the story is quite good. Well, not really the best compared to the TV series, but it's animated by RGH Pictures, which I think that's the current animation team for the movie, whilst the original series was animated by Woodland Animations, and then by Ivor Wood, and then the new series was actually sorry. Yeah, but then series 3 to 5 and the SDS series were animated by Cosgrove Hall. Yeah, and then the movie was animated by RGH Pictures. Okay. So, the story is really good. I love the story. The characters, they were really good. And I especially love the voice actors they chose for the movie. Like Stephen Mangan, he did a good job voicing Pat, but I think I've never heard of Stephen Mangan. Sandra Talas did a good job as Julian. Well, I find it quite a bit confusing at why Julian is actually voiced by an actress instead of an actor, a male actor. Yeah, which is a bit confusing. I keep thinking that Julian is female, but no. Whilst growing up, I didn't even think he was. But when I was young, I didn't even think he was male. Well, he is a male character, but I find it quite confusing why Sandra Teller's voice is Julian. Oh yeah, just because, just to make it sound like male, so I think that's why. Yeah. And I think Susan Jurden did well voicing Sarah, and then I like Jim Broadbent's performance as the CEO Brown. Yes, and I like David Tennant's performance as Wilf and Rupert Grint as Josh. What? Was Josh really voiced by Rupert Grint? I thought Rupert Grint was only a Harry Potter actor. He only voiced Ron Weasley. Yeah. Yeah, Rupert Grint, why did you agree to this? And, I like Peter Woodward's performance as Edmund Carbuncle, even though I never heard of, Peter Woodward. And I like Dan Hildebrandt's performance as Ted Glenn, and, Jane Carl's performance as, Mrs. Goggins, and T.J. Ramini's voice as Ben Taylor, and Robin Atkin Downs as Simon Cowbell. And I like Brian George's performance as Ajay, and I like Darren. Wait, what's his name? Darren Richardson's performance as Alf, and Jean Gilpin's voice as Miss Hubbard. Yeah, and then Jacob Whitkin's performance as Major Forbes and George Lancaster. I can't even believe he voiced 2 characters. Oh yeah, and also when Stephen Mangan was voicing the Patbots, I think he was trying to speak robotically as well. Yeah, I find it quite funny. I find the Patbots really creepy at first, but now growing up, I think they were really funny. And I love the Chessbot, he's really funny as well. Yeah, and Edwin Carbuncle's an alright character. Yeah. Anyways, the animation is quite good, but not the best animation, but internationally it was made by Lionsgate and Nikon, but I think it should be released by Universal because DVDs were actually brought by Universal, but no, they had to choose Lionsgate for the movie, which I find it quite confusing why Lionsgate and Nikon decides to distribute the film in the UK, even though they didn't distribute the film in the US. Yeah, I think Postman Pat is pretty much my favourite movie of 2014, alongside Paddington and the Lego Movie, which I reviewed Paddington and Paddington 2 as well. I thought they were really good. And I've reviewed the Lego Movie. I've reviewed them both as well, but now I've reviewed this. Sorry, this review's quite long. I was just discussing all the things I like about it, and I'm just describing how well the voice acting was. I was giving out opinions on all of them. But I'm so sorry. Sorry. But yeah. Anyways. And I even watched it at Christmas last year on Channel 4 back in Christmas Day when I was opening up my presents. I'm not kidding. I watched it over Christmas Day, and what a strange time it was on, 6 a.m. Which I believe that film was actually a bit too early to be on that channel. Yeah, but I did it on +1. Because I don't really get up at 6. Yeah, I did it on +1 instead of the standard one. But my friend Ryan and Oscar had done it on the standard one as well. But as for my friend Ryan, he did it on the HD one. But the first time I watched it was on E4. And I did the E4 airing, but for my friend Brian, it was the Wicker Man ident. But for mine, it was the Monster ident. Yeah, I did the airing on March 2nd. But sorry, this review is long. I've just been discussing. I did. It was on TV as well, and apparently it wasn't even on Film 4 as well. I just hope it'll be on Film 4 as well. I don't know why the movie only has to be on 4. Yeah, I think 4 is pretty much the only channel that they can show the movie. Yeah, I do watch the series quite a lot on CBeebies as well. Yeah, I know the show is for preschool children, but I love it how, anyway. And let's talk about my favourite quotes. Yeah, I think my favourite quotes for the Patbot was like, Jester Cat, I forgot my post bag. Please get it for me. This is not a trick to get your ass up the van, Jester Cat. And then Jess was like, huh? Yeah, I keep thinking Jess actually looked like a puppy as well. Yeah, and then Jessbot actually got in, and the Patbot was actually reverting its speed into the sorting office, and a workman was actually got really angry, saying, "There's no parking in here!" And then, yeah, and then Patbot was actually driving very mad as well. Yeah, driving very crazy all around Greendale Village. Yeah, and then Officer was like, "Stop in the name of the law," and then Pat drove past backwards saying, "I would like a cup of tea." Yeah, and then Patbot actually drove off very fast. Yeah, those are one of my favourite scenes in this film. Sorry this review is long, sorry, I've just been discussing what my favourite quotes. But I still apologise that I didn't see it in the cinema. But anyways, thanks for watching this review and bye.